Hey guys, welcome back to me for commentaries, and today we're going to be doing a Zone 3 tower, just Tower of Mild Agitation. Now, a few things about this tower. So this tower is the hardest difficult in the game, like, difficulty below challenging. You could say it's a low challenging, but I personally think it's good as a high difficult. It is an intermediate tower, so you just need to go over here, do a little wrap, and go over here. Another interesting thing about this tower, it actually starts on floor 2 when you go up to floor 10, and then you go back down to floor 1 to finish it. And don't you even think about clipping out of floor 2 and then clipping into B, and not B. I don't know why I said B, floor 1, because it doesn't work. I've tried, there's checkpoints, you can't just do that. And another thing about the tower, it has a huge pillar going up it. But anyway, let's start off with this video. So starting off the floor 1, just go up here, it's got some wedges. I mean, are these wedges rotated parts? I don't know. Anyway, for this spinner, it goes this way, so what you want to do is use the momentum of it to jump around, and then this one go against go like the opposite way of the spinner, then jump around. So this wrap is a bit big, so turn yourself in like that. Go over here, and then this thing goes up and down, so wait till it goes down. Let it bring you up, and then you want to jump off when it is up. And these neon parts, they are conveyors, so jump, like, go, let yourself be taken in the middle, because it's a conveyor going that way, and then a conveyor going that way. So what you want to do is jump, like, to the edge like that, then jump over to the second one, go in the middle, then just jump on these trusses. So for these trusses, what you want to do, once you get about here, just go like that, then go on this side, and then do a wrap around to there. So for this part, you just gotta go over here. So for this X-Pusher, I would recommend going on it sideways, because sometimes you can go into climbing animation on the ball, and that wouldn't be fun. So for this part, it says, hope you have good aim. So what you want to do is push this ball into these little, like, 25-point thing, this 50-point thing. Oh, let me get it. Just try to try to get the right angle until you actually do. This part can take a bit, because you can't really see where you're aiming. So just kind of keep going around until you get it. And then you need to push it into the 100 hole. I don't know why I'm keep going into climbing on it. That usually never happens. Okay, come on. It literally landed on the rim. Why do I keep going into climbing animation on it? That's so weird. Why can't I do this puzzle? So I'll actually just push it with your side, because then you can't go into climbing animation. But anyway, once you get the 100 hole, the button activates and you can go over here, and then got this little part. So this little part is a shadow part. So you go over here, go in this hole, and then it says there's a little gap there, but there's actually just not. There's just not a gap there. It's lying. You actually have to jump around that, and I walked off, so I'll meet you guys back up there. Okay, back over here. When you get to the very edge of this, hug the wall a bit so you can actually get a good feel for where the invisible part is. Then just jump around like that. It is a 2-stud wrap, so just keep that in mind, I guess. And then wrap to here, and now we're at floor 3 or floor 2, whatever you want to say. I'm just gonna call them floor 3 as we go along. So yeah. Anyway, for this spinner, aim for, like, the side of that, and then just hug the wall, so you can actually land on it. Then go on here. Don't aim for the wedges, because that can just screw you over if you get into that weird state where you're, like, on the wedge, but you're also not. Anyway, my point is, after that, you want to go on the shover, so time it right, then jump around like that, and make sure you don't get flung. And then for this is also a shover, so what you want to do is get in this little hole, wait till it goes above you, then go over here, then do the same thing, get in the hole, go over here. And then these 2 studs are safe spots. Actually, these 4 studs are safe spots, so you can just stand there, then go up at this hole, and then go up in here. But my personal opinion on this tower, I actually really like this tower. It has very good use of Klein objects, in my opinion, and I really just like the puzzles in it, or like just Klein object uses. I don't really know if these factor as puzzles, but you get the point. Anyway, for this part, what you want to do is just let the spinner take you. Well, don't let it take you. I mean, just avoid the spinner, like keep walking around it like that. Anyway, just got a few more wraps. Go over here. I almost failed that. That would have been not fun, I guess. And now you just gotta wait for this spinner, so just wait for it. It's coming back now. And this kill brick can quite fall, so just make sure you don't take too much damage, because you can take a lot of damage if you're not careful, because you actually have to stay on the spinner for quite long. So just keep jumping over the spinner when you actually have a chance. Anyway, for this part, it says anything with or symbolized with something darker than the floor cannot collide. Basically, it means that the things with the darker things, like that, can't quite fall, so you want to jump on the things with the lighter things. And then you got this weird little box push. So when the little things is, like, darker, it just can't quite fall, so you want to push the box when the thing is darker. Also, I don't know why the box fell there. Let me get that back. Anyway, push it through when it's darker, wait. Push it through when it's darker, wait. And then push through when it's darker. To activate that ladder, go up here. And then what you want to do is jump on this one, then go over here. So these jumps are a bit tough, so what you want to do for this one is angle yourself about there, then jump into the, like, invisible part. Then it's got a simple rope platform wrap. Go over here, go around here, and now you're at floor 4. Now this tower actually is quite long, because you can fall a lot if you're not careful, but it depends on, like, how long it takes you to do the puzzles and stuff. Anyway, so, I forgot to talk about this, but the darker parts can't quite fall, so you have to jump on the lighter ones, like the thing said, but on the last floor. Anyway, go through this one stud gap, and now you got spinning trusses, which is a mechanic you really don't see much in towers. So basically, don't approach these from forward, or else you might go into climbing animation on them, so stay, like, parallel to them. Don't go perpendicular, like, don't go forward, really. And then you got this button, and now you got a truss box push, and so if you try going it forward, you're going to climb on it, so you've got to do this one from the side. So just keep going along like this. And you don't need this to push a button or anything, you just need to be able to jump on it. Ooh, that's close. So once you get it to about there, just jump on this platform, and then you got the spinning wrap, so jump when it's, like, horizontal, I guess. Then you got this spinning wrap. This spinning wrap's a bit weird, so do it from the left side, and then let the spinner momentum take you, and then you can jump over it a lot easier. So for this jump, just kind of, like, time it right, and then you'll do fine. Go over here, and now there's 2 ways you can go, but I would recommend the left path just because it's a bit easier in my opinion, and it's only literally 4 jumps. But for this spinner, there are spinners on all 4 sides of this, so what you want to do is just jump on the platforms. Don't forget to jump, or else you might die. Well, not die, just fall, and you don't really want to do that. Anyway, now you just got some slanted wraps. Jump on the truss. And then you want to jump around to there, then jump on this truss, wrap around, then go on this truss. And now you got a head hitter, so just be careful with that. Wrap around to there. Go. Ah, well, that's a real shame. Looks like I'm all the way back down to floor 2. I'll meet you guys back up there. Okay, back up to here. We're not going to do literally fail one of the easiest jumps in the tower this time, and we're at floor 5. So what you want to do for floor 5 is just got some, not really many things to explain on this part, but you got this little box push tag. It says choose your weapon. So basically, any one of these boxes will work. You got ice, you got a cylinder, you got a wedge, and you got this thing. I would recommend using this thing just because it's the easiest to push in my opinion, but you can use any of them, it doesn't matter. But so these little neon things are box killers, so you want to time it right. And then this is a beat block box thing, so you just push it through. And then wait for this little semicircle to go away where the neon is. And then push it where the neon is not. Oh no, I might have been screwed over. And I got screwed over. Well, that's great. I'll meet you guys back up there when I actually do the box push. Okay, this time with the box not giving up on life, you can press the button, and my button's already pressed since I had to re-record this segment because my voice stopped working for some reason. But anyway, keep in mind that these are head hitter jumps, so just treat them like so. Then go over here. I would recommend jumping from here because you can get luck clipped there if you get unlucky. I was gonna say if you're not careful, but that's just luck clip anyway. It has luck in the name. But anyway, for these spinner platforms, just kind of stay on the edge of them like I was. Then jump over to there. Got quick, easy stuff. And this is a ladder, but I don't think you just, like, disregard that's a ladder. Just jump onto the top of it, and then jump over to here. Then don't go on the bottom one. Actually, just jump from the top one over to that circle or cylinder, whatever you want to say. Then go over here, and then what you want to do is jump in this little hole. It looks kind of hard to see, but there is a hole there, so jump in there. It's right here. And then you got another choose your weapon part. And I would heavily, heavily recommend you choose this one with the pole, because this one is so easy to move. Like, why would you pick anything else? Anyway, as I said before, like, you can use any of these, but I would recommend just, like, some are easier than others. But once you get to the end, just kind of push that there. And these pillars can't quite fall, but those walls are not, so be careful. But luckily, I have a kill brick lag server, so I don't really need to worry about dying. Anyway, for these parts, this is falling platforms, so just be careful. And go over here. I just got some normal wraps. And now you're at floor 6, I believe? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, for this part, just walk. Don't try to jump, just walk. Then jump across here. Keep in mind these things, I think those can hit you if you're not careful, so just be careful of that. Just kind of jump away from them. And now, basically what you have to do when you actually get to them is just go on the tightrope, make sure you will stay on the tightrope when you jump on it, and then jump across like that. And then you have to do a tightrope jump, so jump over to the tightrope, and then do the same thing, just time it right, and you'll be good. So these are beat blocks, as you can see. So what you want to do is time it right. You don't really need to memorize the timing of the beat blocks. You just need to be semi-careful. Basically, once you get to this platform, you're good. You can chill out on the beat blocks. And then you need to do it again. Just go over here, and then go to this block. The timing is really lenient on those. You don't need to be perfect at all. Just be semi-fast. You don't actually have to speedrun or do anything like that. What did I hit my head on? I genuinely don't know what I hit my head on. I guess I'll meet you guys back up there. Okay, back up here, hopefully not hitting our head on absolutely nothing this time. Go over here, do a little head hitter up to there. Go over here, do another little head hitter. Then went on the slope, and don't try to jump from the upper half. Just go around to there because it actually sticks out a bit. Then do the same thing for this one. Those slant wraps can be a little scary, so just go forward on them. Do not go sideways on them. Just don't, or else you will fall. You will fall. Because that's how slopes are. It's weird. Anyway, for these beat blocks, basically, as you can see, some parts are safe and some parts aren't. And these beat blocks go a lot faster than these ones. You have to be a bit quicker. Anyway, just land on the platforms that have the beat block below them, and you'll be good. So these ones, even though they have... No, these are actually... There's a difference between inlets and that material, I just noticed. But these are falling platforms, so what you want to do is go on them quick... What? Well, they're supposed to be falling platforms, but it appears the script broke. Anyway, these ones are actually beat blocks, so it's a beat block shover, which is interesting, so just go toward it. It's gonna feel weird, but you just literally need to go toward the shover. Same thing with this one. Just walk toward it, just get the timing right. Anyway, these are beat block X pushers, so what you want to do is just, when the thing goes, just jump on it like that. And then this is another puzzle where it's like the dark ones are can't quite fall, so it's this one, and then this one. Speaking of Can't Collide False, if you watched my Tower of Traps video, you know that part where it was like A. Apparently, no matter what you choose, you would have gotten it right. Because, like, literally all of them were Can't Collide True, apparently. Zolpis showed me that. But anyway, for this one, let me just make sure. The ones with the lighter ones are Can't Collide True, so you want to jump on these. And then you are at floor 7, yeah. And then it says, press this button at your own risk. I have no idea what that button does, and I don't really want to find out. But I just know it starts a timer, and I actually don't know if it actually activates anything at all. But basically, this platform, it doesn't carry your traction with you. Basically, you need to jump on it, and that other button just brings it back if you fall. So basically, it doesn't carry your traction with you, so what you want to do is go really fast and keep walking. And then you need to go through this one-stud gap. It's really, it's not as hard as you might think. And then this one, you need to bring the elevator back like this. And then this one is an elevator, so just keep bouncing on it. And I forgot that's a shover, actually. So jump around the shovers. Then you have to do a wrap around while on the elevator, so let it go out for a bit, and then wrap around like that. And then you got this little section. Just go jump across there. I thought it was a whole purist section, and then I realized it was literally one jump. So, Anyway, for this jump, just gotta go at it backwards like that, so you can maneuver your character better. Go over here. Over there. Nice, got some one-studs, easy stuff. And then you got these spinners. So basically, the kill bricks are Can't Collide False, as you might expect. So just keep going on them and just keep jumping on the spinners. Basically, your goal is to get over to that wedge over there. So just kind of keep going across the spinners like this, depending on which one will be closest to the wedge. And then jump off like that. And then you just got some more wedges. So just jump across them. Ah, I almost failed that. That would have been scary. Then you got this little X platform. Thank goodness there's no Z fighting there, or else I would have said this tower was unplayable. So this part, I forget those are wobbling platforms sometimes. That almost gave me a heart attack. I don't know why, it's just a game, but whatever. Anyway, these are wobbling platforms, so treat them like so. And then this part's weird. So these X pushers, basically you need to use the momentum of them like that, and then jump on the middle thing, like this. I'm not really doing it right. So let me try one more time, and if I don't get it, I'll just speed this part up. Yeah, you need to do that, but you need to do it better. I guess I'll just speed this part up. And it looks like I won't be needing to speed it up because I literally did it after that. Great. Good recording. Anyway, so this part, just dodge the kill bricks like this. And if you get stuck like I just did, just kind of go down a bit, then go down like this. And if you need to go down, I would recommend just going sideways like I am, just because it's easier than just holding backward and hoping. Because sometimes you can just go weird. I don't really know how it happens, but you can just... It's just better to go sideways, just trust me. But anyway, you want to go on this slant, then jump over to here, and then go on here. And now, we're almost coming up on it. I just gotta do this one wrap. Jumper over to there. And now you got this little jump remover section. So you cannot jump on this part. I'm smashing my keyboard, and I'm not jumping, as you can see. Anyway, for this part, just keep walking across like this. And then go over here. And then this part, just gotta go across like this, go sideways, then go on the ladder. Make sure you don't get hit by that, because you can if you go into climbing animation. Then for this part's a bit weird, so go to about there, and then walk across like that. Go sideways, and then go forward. This part's a bit complicated, so just be careful. And then just walk down to there, go sideways on here, go in here, go in here. And then these platforms are falling like this, so just go across them like that. And then this part's strange. You have to go in between them, so just like hold W and then hope. Then for this part, just go around them like this. And now you got this part. I don't like this part. Basically, you need to do this. I hate those I hate these. I hate just not walking without like knowing where I'm going. Well, not really knowing where I'm going, but I don't like X pushers, okay? So, ugh. Anyway, now after you do that, you get your jump back, so you can actually jump again. Then go up here. Jump on this. I would recommend going in first person because you can't really get a good camera angle for it. But anyway, you want to jump over to here, and now you got another jump remover part, because who doesn't love jump removers? I'm pretty sure these are Can't Collide True. They are not, actually, huh? They might change that. I could have sworn those were Can't Collide True. And then you get a little speed for a bit. You also get your jump back. You actually don't get any speed. You just get your jump back. So wait till you get all of your jump back. Jump over to here. Do kind of a head hitter. Go out sideways and like that. And now you get speed for a bit. And you just need to dodge this kill brick. So just jump over it like this. Basically, you need to wait 10 seconds until the timer runs out. And then you can actually move on. So just keep jumping over it like this. You'll get, if you can't get the timing right, just keep jumping over and over like this. Oh, also I just noticed I can't move. That's what the part does. Oh, I thought it just gave you a ton of speed so you couldn't do the head hitter. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Well, you learn something new every day. Anyway, after you do that, wrap around to there. Go on this thing. Go on this thing. And now you got elevators, because who doesn't love elevators? Pretty sure no one doesn't love elevators. Elevators are actually a very cool mechanic. Anyway, once you do that elevator, go over here. Just got some simple stuff. And now for this wrap, don't try to not hug the wall of this cylinder, because you can get, like... The cylinder's weird sometimes, and you can hit your head on nothing sometimes, so that's great. Anyway, heading up on floor 9, I believe, yeah. This jump, kind of treat it like a climbable 12 stud. Give me a sec. Okay, back up here. My time might seem a little different just because I had to eat dinner, so I accidentally disconnected. But for this jump, make sure you don't sink into the platform by accident, because that can happen, and that actually did happen to me when I first beat this, so just be careful of that. Then just jump around to there, hug the wall, do the same thing. Then just do a few head hitters going back and forth like that. They're not even head hitters. They're just normal jumps, I suppose. But anyway, wrap around to there, go over here. And then you want to hit this button. And this basically is a weird box push. Basically, you need to pay attention to the box push on the bottom. And it says, if one half of the box goes destroyed, you need to respawn the entire push box. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But yeah, as you can see, if I move it near the neon, the bottom half gets destroyed. So basically, you don't want it to hit the neon. So just kind of avoid it. And if it does get hit, just respawn it like this. And then you can keep going on. Anyway, if it gets close, just respawn it. And then for this one, what you want to do is, like, when it goes up, when it goes down, you want to go like that. That's what you're supposed to do, but apparently I'm not the best at box pushing. Let me do this again real quick. Wow, the box got immediately destroyed. Thank you. Very cool. So, as I said, when it goes down, then when you want to push it and hit the button, and then you can go over here. The timing on that was scarily tight. I don't know why I suck at that specific box pushing so much. But anyway, once you get here, jump down to here. It's a bit of a big boy wrap, so be careful. Then you want to go on just these 4x4 platforms. Make sure you mind your health, because you're going to take a bit of damage on this part. Then jump on this head hitter. I'd recommend jumping onto the second one, just makes it a bit easier for me. And then you got this elevator cylinder thing. It's not an elevator, actually. It's just neon material, force field, whatever I'm going to say. But basically, you want to keep jumping on it, like table flipping. And once you get to the end, you'll get teleported, and now you're almost on floor 10, but first you gotta do this little kill brick part, so just hug the wall. The kill bricks are can't quite false. You go on this X pusher, and then basically what you want to do with this X pusher is use the momentum of it to hit that ball to that button, so like this. Then when it gets some momentum, hit it back like that, and then slow it down a bit, like that, and then jump on it, and then you want to jump over to there. And then same thing here, you want to use the momentum like this. And it's a bit weird, but it will eventually hit it. And then you have to do an X pusher jump, so just be careful of that, and mind your momentum on the jump is what you're supposed to do, but I didn't do that, so I'll meet you guys back up there. Okay, anyway, this time hopefully not failing the simple X pusher jump. Just keep in mind that you will have a bit of momentum if you accidentally let the X pusher push you as you're jumping, and you might get what happened to me. But luckily, if you fall, there's like catch zone of that. Anyway, now we're at floor 10, so just jump in first person, I would recommend, just because it's a bit easier. But anyway, now that we're at floor 10, basically the gimmick of floor 10 is that it combines every obstacle from floors 2 through 9, as expected from any floor of 10, I guess. But he says, I hope you mastered everything you learned so far. Welcome to floor 10. So starting off, these are conveyors, as like the ones at floor 1. So just kind of wait for the conveyor to go, the platform to go. Then you want to jump around to there. Go up here, and then you want to jump from here to over on this truss, because if you jump on there, you're just gonna have to do this, like, you're gonna have to do some head hitters. I'm not sure you want to do that. Anyway, once you go to here, go in this gap, then go up, and then you want to wrap around like that, get on this box, and it's the same thing as on floor 2, where the neon kills the box, so you just want to be careful like this. Do that. And then go over here and make sure the X pusher goes back, because you can get soft locked by it if it accidentally gets stuck. So just make sure that doesn't happen, I guess. Anyway, for this one, there's things on all sides of it, so you got to go a bit quickly. So jump across them. Don't try to walk. Jump across them, because walking is slower. Anyway, go on this ladder. Then go on in here. And now you got this weird box push thing. Basically, when you push this, the other one goes. So basically, I would recommend doing these cylinders, just because it's a lot easier in my opinion. All you have to do is like line it up and then go over here. And then you want to jump on top of this thing. make sure you like actually get out of climbing animation when you go on that, because that would have been not fun if I actually got shoved, I guess. And then, now you got some more beat block shovers, so just wait till it turns off, then go in. Then same thing for this one. Then there's a bunch of studs at the end that are safe. And then go over here, go around to here, and now the ones that have the light underneath them are can't glide true, I believe. Let me check. Yep. So jump across those, and now you got a no jump section. So for this one, basically you just hug the wall of the like spinner. Yeah, it's called that. For some reason I almost forgot what the spinner was called. And then you can jump again, and now you got ice, because who doesn't love ice? So use this to make it come back, and it's actually spinning ice as well. Woohoo. Anyway, just keep jumping is really the motto for ice. Just keep jumping and you will be fine. Then let it go a bit further than normal, because it's ice, you're gonna not have that much jump. And then going across this X pusher, use this block to hit the wall, wait for it momentum, then hit it again, and just kind of keep hitting it until it hits the button. And then what you need to do is do this jump sideways, I would recommend, and then jump off like that. Do a head hitter, and congratulations, you've won not. You've not won yet. What you want to do is go down here, go over here, and go over here. Just go down to the truss, and then you got this little dropper section. But basically, if you can tell, this is floor 1. As I said earlier, it starts on floor 2, you go up to floor 10, and then you go down to floor 1. But this part is a bit jank sometimes, so basically just keep walking around until you actually find a spot you can drop through. And then for this part, jump on the platform, and then you'll go down. And now you got some kill brick sections. Just make sure you don't take too much damage, because you can take a ton of damage if you're not careful here. So it says, warning, shoving platforms ahead. That's true, so let's kind of hug the wall like this. The shovers are a bit jank sometimes, so just be careful. Then this is an elevator. I mean, no, it's not an elevator, it's a conveyor. The elevator's on the other one. So basically what you want to do is just keep jumping like this, and you'll be good. Also, just disregard the turret sound, that's for later. And then what you want to do is, let me check, you go to over here, hug the wall, then jump over to here, jump over to here, jump over to here. And now for this part, basically you don't want to hit the neon. You do not want to hit the neon, or else you'll get boosted up into the kill bricks. It's not insta-kill or anything like that, but for this part, you just need to survive for 10 seconds, so just kind of weave in and out of the turrets. Like this. Ah. And then you can go across. So go over here, make sure you don't take any more damage from the turret. And now you got this little like bouncy section. I'm not pressing space or anything, that's just what the section does. So look up and make sure you don't touch the kill bricks. Or you could just rush through, which is easier in my opinion. Just make sure you don't take too much damage. I'm gonna heal up for a bit, so I'll cut to when I'm full. Okay, now that we're at full, what you want to do is basically push this thing. It's pushable. It's like a giant X pusher, and I feel like that's the easiest to understand it. Anyway, just keep pushing along. Make sure you don't touch the kill bricks by accident. And now you got the spinner, so it's can't glide fall, so just kind of go in like that. Hit that button. And now get to teleport to you. Now you got this little part. So this part's real interesting. Basically, you need to push the ball in, and the green goes to the red. So what you need to do is time it right, and then the ball will go there. And then same thing for this one. So just time it when the red thing is over that. And then same thing for this one. Ah, looks like I messed up. And now, there you go. And now once you've done that, these little arrows will appear, and you can move on. So this one says build your own Plinko machine. So yes, you need to build your own Plinko machine. This thing spawns the ball. So basically the combination is, let me wait for this timer to run out. Yeah, it is as you can see, red, pink, then cyan, and then blue. Like, look at this. Red, pink, cyan, blue. And then when I hit the button, the ball will go into the hole. And now you got more arrows, so what you want to do after that is go over to these buttons. Let me wait for my timers to run out, because that doesn't look the best. Basically, you got this little push box puzzle, so what you need to do is push this one first, I would recommend. Push it to around, like, here. Yeah, that's good. Then you need to push the second one around to, like, next to it. Doesn't really need to be exact, just push it around to next to it so you can actually jump on it. And then for the final one, just push it over to here, next to the other one. I think you can see where this is going. Basically, you're trying to build a staircase, so once you do that, jump up here. And now for this part, basically you need to push the box, and the box will hit the buttons like there. And basically, you just need to time it right, so when the buttons are over the red thing, like that. And then you just need to keep doing that until you hit all the buttons. So let me just align this again. So just keep going that until now you get the final button. Just do that, and now you hit all the buttons, so now you can go up here. Keep going up. And once you hit this, it says, thank you so much for playing my tower. I hope you enjoyed it. Take a second to enjoy the view. But I really like this tower, honestly. It's just really fun, and I would recommend you play it. Anyway, just hit the win pad. And that's how you beat my tower, Mild Agitation. So cool. We did it. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up here, guys. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon with another episode. See ya.